Thank you so much, and good morning, everybody. Good morning. So yes, my name is Skadi Green. I'm a member of Cup W Local 846 in Vancouver, BC, Canada. As you may have heard, we have been on strike action for the last 11 months in various forms. And we have unfortunately also been without a contract for almost 2 years now. And it gets even better. We have not had a fairly negotiated contract since the 90s. Through various uses of backwork legislation, binding arbitration, forced contracts, as well as recent uses of Section 107 of the Canadian Labour Code, our federal governments over the last decades have time and time again violated our worker rights. And our latest, on the latest attack, just last Thursday, the Minister, Jordan Lightbound, in charge of Canada Post, mandated that things that we have been fighting for years, which is closure of rural post offices, ending of door-to-door delivery, as well as ending of 5-day mail delivery, they're just going to do it, regardless of our negotiations, regardless of our worker rights. During this time, we have been doing full-time picketing. We have been doing various strike actions, such as overtime bans, flyer delivery bans, and we have just recently pivoted back to a rotating strike. And while we've been doing that, we've been doing various secondary pickets in front of the offices of our members of parliament in various public areas. We were doing some pamphleting at the Vancouver Canucks home opener just recently. As well as doing some information pickets for one of our competitors, Purelator, which I will get into more in a minute. And also trying to reach out to other unions and labor activist groups, such as the BC General Employees Union, the Hospital Employees Union, as well as WAWU here in Washington. But make no mistake, this is a planned and deliberate attack. Like I said, it's been going on for decades. This is part of an ongoing effort to dismantle Canada Post as a public service. It is an ongoing effort to dismantle the good jobs that we have fought for decades, with pensions, benefits, and the right to work and retire in dignity. Shame, absolutely. And it is also an attack on worker rights in general. The Section 107 I mentioned earlier has been used 5 times in the last year and a half against dock workers, rail workers, postal workers, airline workers, twice. And it just lets the government say, yeah, no, you go back to work. Forget your strike. Canada Post has been saying that they're bankrupt for years. They've been saying that they need to focus on an Amazon delivery model of parcels. Yes, thank you. But to focus solely on parcels, to focus on flexible part-time workers with higher costs and reduced services to the public. They never mention the conflict of interest of Purelator, which is a private courier company similar to FedEx or UPS that Canada Post owns 91% of. And our CEO, Doug Ettinger, is on their board of directors. And coming back to these currently released cuts, or the current announced cuts, all these are going to do is they're going to hurt rural communities, Indigenous communities, senior citizens, and people with disabilities, the most marginalized of us, which is what a public service is meant to be helping. Now, how we have been fighting is as a union. We've been trying various methods. There is a program called Delivering Community Power, which I have pushed very hard during my time, and we have some literature over on the side where we don't propose cuts. This is a union-led initiative to actually expand our public services, to leverage the fact that we can service the entire country. High-speed internet servers in rural post offices, postal banking across the country, senior citizen check-ins, grocery deliveries, medication deliveries. But instead, our corporation wants cuts, parcels only. We are doing things like the Hands Off My Post Office campaign, where we're encouraging the public to get involved, to contact their MPs, to voice their opinions on this. We've been trying to highlight the conflict of interest with Purelator, which also there's some more literature on the side. Please help yourselves. And just to emphasize the fact that we're not a for-profit business. We're a public service. We have had some internal-led initiatives as well. Long-term plans like Organizing for Power, which some of our members have taken earlier this year through labor notes, as well as Maoist teachings like the Mass Line, things that things that encourage long-term revolutionary organizing, building rank-and-file groups to challenge current leadership and to challenge the system that is in place. We are facing a lot of obstacles, though. The latest announcements by Minister Lightbound kind of puts all our long-term plans in jeopardy. I'm not going to lie, I'm estimating job cuts in the 5 digits. We are 55,000 strong. I can imagine the 20,000 being lost in the next 5 years. So unfortunately, we need to do some short-term pivots. But one of the things we are struggling with internally is we are relying on a union bureaucracy which it seems more concerned with their legacy than actually looking forward. We are dealing with egos and reputations. We have turf wars between various locals as well as locals and regional and national executives. We seem more concerned with just peacocking to the media rather than actually helping the rank and file. Shame. Yes, shame. We have tone-deaf executives who make decisions that baffle the membership, with no communication from our national, with no real public PR, no social media presence, and just no real communication. Our last couple of job actions, the membership found out through the media, not through our executives. But the biggest thing we need to combat is just general membership apathy. Over these decades of austerity and just pressures from the employer, from the government, and from union bureaucracy, the membership is checked out. We're lucky if we can get 1% turnout at our monthly meetings. Our voter turnouts are very low. It is just full of our executives are just full of career politicians who are more concerned with padding their resumes rather than actually helping. It's not all doom and gloom. We are putting in a lot of effort. Myself and my sister Megan Bailey, who unfortunately was not able to make it in time for this, we have been putting a lot of effort, as well as our organizing committee, into getting our floors organized, to getting our floors motivated. There has been some recent success in getting higher turnouts and getting more vocal membership. I'm not going to lie, it's not all looking rosy right now, but through these methods, we do have hope for the future. And one way or the other, we hope to be at least an inspiration for everyone else. Because, when union rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When union rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Exactly. Thank you.